No way. Steven, can you do the...
I'll do it, yes, I'll do it.
Can't believe.
What's the question?
I have two questions.
I'll do one only. We can. Okay, I won't do any. Because we'll do them in a tutorial then, since we have more than one question.
But don't ask
What question?
Go on.
A linear equation inside a bracket that is square.
Mm-hmm.
That's a product rule by itself.
Yes.
But what if you expand that?
You get the same answer. Alright, I'll do one question, but we can do more in the tutorial. So what's your one question?
Minus 3 over e to blanket square. O blanket square.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiply minus e to it.
Let's have a look at this one. A square.
What?
A square, it's this, right? Which becomes this. Right?
No.
No?
Yeah.
2x minus 4x?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
No need for product rule for this one. Oh yeah, if you want, this is the same thing as minus 18 over e2x.
But also have the minus 6 in here.
Minus 6? Where does the 6 come from?
It's not 3 times 2.
Yeah.
It's 3 squared.
3 squared is 9. Did you write 6 here?
No.
Oh.
Like, I use like the square in the question. Make to that. I mean to. I mean this one. This one.
Ah, you should get the same answer. But this is the best way to do it. Okay, let's look at the next lesson. What? Be strong. Do I have enough battery power? Yes, I do.
Can you go back to that question?
Oh!
I'll try to get my question out of this question.
What?
Okay. The second bracket wasn't E.
Yeah.
It was a square, cubic square thingy.
Yeah.
How do we do it?
But we know, because if you have something, a square and a something, you can think of it as 3 brackets and do it as FGH.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
But it's different answer.
No, that means you made a mistake.
No.
I know it's long, so it's maths. Welcome to maths. Say hello to maths. Okay, next lesson now. Obviously, if we just did multiply, the next thing will be... That's right. So, let's have a quick run through the proof of the formula. Y equals fx over gx now.
But why the name of this lesson?
So you get, oh no, you're really surprised. Quotient, yes. So that's fx over gx minus, it is not, fx plus h over gx plus h minus fx over gx all over h. I'll simplify this to h gx plus h, fx plus h, gx minus fx plus h, fx times gx plus h. So I just added these two together by using the cross and then divide by h. So I ended up with this. A over b minus c over d is bd on the bottom, ad minus bc. Something I think I've shown you before. Anyways, we need a way to simplify this. So the trick this time I'll minus fx gx and I'll add fx gx. And then minus fx gx plus h. So it's still the same thing. I've just added and subtracted fx gx into the middle. I've not changed anything. But in the first two, what can I take out? gx. And I'm left with fx plus h minus fx. And I'll divide that by h. And I'll take out a minus fx from the next one. And that leaves me with gx plus h. What's next?
G.
Minus gx. And I'll divide it by h. And I still have to divide by gx and gx plus h. So I'll still have to divide by gx and gx plus h. But now I make h go to 0. So what will this become when h goes to 0? Derivative of f.
X.
Here. And here. Gx squared.
When you make what equal to 0?
H. This becomes g squared. This gx and this fx. So you end up with gf derivative minus fg derivative all over g squared. And this is called the quotient rule, which was the name of the lesson. This is how we differentiate when we divide.
This is how we do it.
Is that Beastie Boys? Mm-hmm.
Cautious.
Indeed.
So what do we write?
This is the rule.
Wait for
Oh, the last
the
one.
bottom one, yes.
I'm trying to give you some maths culture, okay? Right, can we look at some examples? Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Examples? Right, examples. Okay, let's do... Now, look. This is how I remember the rule. I remember it as words. The bottom squared. The bottom times derivative of the top minus the top times derivative of the bottom. This is how I remember it, okay? Bottom squared, bottom times derivative of the top minus top times derivative of the bottom. So let's have a look at an example, a simple example. Y equals, let's say, something like x over some x. Okay, so watch carefully. The bottom squared. That's okay so far? And then what's next? The bottom times the derivative of the top. Next? The rule's next? Minus the top
Minus the derivative.
times the derivative of the bottom. And this is the answer. Let's do another one. Let's do one where we know the answer. Y equals 1 over x. You could change this into x minus 1. And what's the derivative of x minus 1? Minus 1 x power
2
minus 2. Let's see if we get the same answer. So the rule is derivative, so the bottom squared, so what's here?
X squared.
Bottom
X.
times derivative of the top.
1.
Derivative of the top
X. 0.
minus the top
1.
times derivative of the bottom.
1.
Yeah, same answer. Yeah? Let's do another one that we know. Tan x. But tan x equals sin x over cos x. So the derivative here, the bottom squared,
Cos X. Cos squared X.
the bottom
Cos.
times derivative of the top,
uh,
cos x, minus the top, which is sin x, times derivative of the bottom.
Minus sin X.
So on the top you have cos squared x plus sin squared x. What's cos squared x plus sin squared x?
1.
So the derivative of tan x is 1 over cos squared x. Again, you knew this. Okay, can I do another one? Yes? Right, let's make this one a bit juicier. Yeah. X sin x over log x. I told you. Now, what rule do we need here? Product or quotient? You want to try it? Okay, give it a go. See what happens. I'm not responsible if anyone dies because of this question. You thought it's not worth the risk.
No, I'm just gonna
It's
try
too,
to
it's
do
just
it.
too dangerous. We'll let one of these fools try it first then and see what happens, yes.
Let the peons do
That's
the work.
it, yes.
Differentiation of ln x is 1 over x.
It is. Yeah?
Halfway.
Good. Finishly? Is it right?
ln x squared is ln x squared or ln squared x.
This is all I hear. Your sentence is basically A is A, right? You realise that's what you said.
No.
Log x squared is log x squared, right?
No, what I meant ln the whole square.
Yeah, okay, yes.
ln x squared or ln squared x.
Oh.
You can square log x.
In this question here, you're probably dealing with all of log x squared. So it's all log x squared and not log of only x
Yeah,
squared.
so it would be, it will stay as the whole square,
Yeah.
and then how do we simplify after?
I don't need you to simplify.
Oh, good, okay, finish.
Looks good. Right, what rule do we need here? Product or quotient?
Both.
Both, correct. So, we will use which one first?
The product.
Product.
Everyone gets that wrong. It's quotient
Yeah.
first.
I use quotient.
Yes.
But
So, yes, indeed. It's the quotient rule. The bottom squared. The bottom times derivative of the top, and now derivative of the top requires product rule. So that would be 1 sin x plus x cos x. Back to the quotient rule. minus the top
X.
times derivative of
One.
the bottom. Now actually that's kind of nice because what happens here,
Cancel.
so you could write the answer if you like as log x sin x plus x cos x minus sin x all over log x squared. Which if you really want to, you can write it as sin x plus x cos x over log x minus sin x over log x squared, if this makes you happy. But in the exam, you could actually stop here at the first line if you liked.
So it's same.
Yeah, so that's fine, full marks.
But
But what?
you said the Quotient Rule first,
Yes.
but I use product rule first.
How though? What's the first thing you wrote on your page?
I put it out and only.
Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. I understand what you mean now. No, what I meant is in the answer, quotient first, product second. But you're saying the first thing you did was take out the top by itself.
Mm.
Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Do you want a harder one? Of course you do. Alright, can I scroll down?
Feed me more.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, harder or? No, really.
Next level, next.
Got an answer?
Yes.
Okay. The bottom squared. The bottom times derivative of the top, which would be 1 sin x plus x cos x, minus the top times derivative of the bottom, which is ex log x plus ex 1 over x. Yeah? Okay, one more example. Increase the difficulty to maximum.
Don't we have to do a product rule?
Please, no Dragon Ball Z references in class, thank you. This isn't even my final form, by the way. I'd say. Right.
Don't we have to do a product rule for the EXL and X?
No, well we did. Here it was here.
No, like in the denominator.
No, never. Never. It's just the bottom squared.
Never say never. Never.
Aye. Right. here is there we go.
This is the maximum.
How bored are you?
Did you scroll up?
Lee! No, I want you doing this one. Then if it's so easy, then do it.
It's just complicated.
Yeah? Okay, let's have a look at this. So what's the rule? It's the bottom squared the bottom times the root of the top, which is 0, minus the top, which is 1, times the root of the bottom. So that's the derivative of this. The derivative of 1 is 0, and then this will be minus derivative of this, which is a quotient rule. So, quotient rule now, that's the bottom squared, the bottom times derivative of the top, which is 0, minus the top, which is 1, times derivative of the bottom. Yeah. It's another quotient rule, derivative of this. So derivative of 1 is 0, and then derivative of this is a minus, and then this is a quotient rule. It's the bottom squared, the bottom times derivative of the top, which is 0, minus the top, which is 1, times the derivative of the bottom, which is minus 1. You should be. I wanted maximum difficulty. This is too difficult for the exam. Yes, you could simplify the fraction first. So this will equal 1 minus 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x squared. This is a 0. So this will be minus bracket minus minus all over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x squared 1 minus x squared minus minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 make a minus in total.
It's not difficult, it's just complicated.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Lee said.
But it's easy to make mistakes.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I must have made a mistake somewhere here. There now, that's the answer.
Can you try using the simplify method?
No. But yes, as Yahi pointed out, can you see kind of a pattern here? Right? I do feel like, I wonder if I left out a 1 here. Did I?
We just made a fire mixtape.
Oh?
You and I just made a fire mixtape. Wait, I said load and then.
No, it's okay. So you could probably guess then, you can kind of imagine what's happening here. You know, like the next one would be 1 minus 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 minus x. You know, it's kind of expanding out like this. Anyways. This question went super saiyan. Let's see. Okay.
You wanna hear?
What?
You wanna hear?
Not really.
Why is it still like
How did you do this? Because it's a projector.
Physics teacher explained.
Kind of like it.
Rapid session with
It's for your introduction on math grinds.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Welcome to
But I feel like it should have
square.
something else should kick in then after like
Yeah.
30 seconds or
Only
something.
9 seconds.
I like
Yeah.
how there's like
A beat drop.
jazzy stuff. Fast square.
Or a hardcore dubstep beat drop.
Yes, yes. Right, that's weird. That's very, very weird. Okay, can you try the worksheet for a few minutes and then we'll finish quotient rule. In the exam, they love to mix the rules together, so it's unusual just to have a product or a quotient rule by itself. They like to have questions that have a product and a quotient. Yeah?
They like to make the happy.
Yes, they do like to make your life hard.